No day dawns more brightly than race morning of the Daytona 500. The sun brings light to the day and life to a dream. Boys who grow up to be men, but want their toys to grow up too. Few eyes have seen the flag of victory here. But on this day, the past is simply history. Previous wins are old glory. Daytona is a destination reserved for dreamers, where victory lane can be unlocked by determination and opened by destiny. Sons who want to grow up to be just like Dad, show their talent, carry on the family tradition. This is their Sunday best because they hope this is their best Sunday. The Great American Race, where today we salute those who have become stars and those who wish to earn their stripes.
NBC Sports presents the 44th running of the Daytona.
Every NASCAR fan, young and old, looks forward to this day. Suck my cock. This day on the schedule, the Daytona 500. The first race, one of the biggest races on. Also one of the biggest races on the schedule. Anybody can win it, but when you do win it, you are idolized forever in history. We have a lot of history and storylines to tell you. Siblings are on the front row for the first time in 500 history and in NASCAR Ihop competition. There were 2 photo finishes in the Gatorade Duel event, with a rookie winning the first one, who will start all the way back in 29th, by the way, today. And Grayson Acevedo being penalized for passing below the yellow line on the last lap of his second duel race. He was penalized. He didn't obey the black flag. Therefore, he would be put to the back due to comments he made after the race. But anyways, it's time for 34 men to be turned loose at the World Center of Racing, which got a new facelift. The project, codenamed Daytona Rising, made Daytona into the world's first motorsports stadium. But enough of that. Let's go downstairs and let's take a look at our starting lineup. On the front row, we have the Nationwide Chevrolet and the Pennzoil Ford. Row 2, we have the Exalta Coating System Chevrolet and the Advocare Ford. Row 3, we have the Eris Internet Toyota and the M&M's Crispy Toyota. Row 4, we have the Ortho Ford and the Busch Beer Chevrolet. Row 5, we have the Blue Deuce Ford and the Caterpillar Chevrolet. Row 6, we have the Dollar General Toyota and the Lowe's Chevrolet. Row 7, we have the Target Chevrolet and the 5-Hour Energy Toyota, but 5-Hour Energy Toyota had to go to a backup car due to a spin and near blowover in Saturday afternoon's practice session. Then Row 8, we have the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet, Granola Bar Chevrolet, and the 9 car. Row 9, we have the Hot 7 car and the Zestfully Clean Ford. Row 10, Row 10, we have the Bass Pro Shops NRA Chevrolet and the Haas AutoNation Chevrolet. Row 11 finds the Motorcraft Ford and the Furniture Row Chevrolet. Row 12 finds the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet and the Farmers Insurance Chevrolet. Row 13 finds the 83 car and the 55 car. Row 14 finds the 56 car and the 29 car. Row 15 finds the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet and the 1 car. Row 16 finds the Menards Chevrolet and the BB&T Home Insurance Chevrolet. Starting from the rear of the field, we have the FedEx Express Toyota and the Smithfield Hungry Homes Chevrolet. So, 34 cars. This will take the green for the Daytona 500 for 14 laps around Daytona. We don't know if we're going to see some racing with the two-car tango, or if we're going to see pack racing. Who knows? We might see a bit of both. Benny, you ready? NBC Sports covering their first 500? Yep, I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm hyped up. See the storylines. Pace cars off. Bring them down. Bring them down. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're racing at Daytona on NBC. It'll take a full lap for these 34 load machines, 34 machines to get brought up to full song, as they are dead even for the lead already. With Xavier Moon, Apollo Moon, and Zoex Moon, 88 and 22, each with even pushers on the outside. This looks very similar to how the dual race was on Thursday. 88 was able to get a good boost from the 24 car. Going into 3, that time he's able to clear his sister. We know who just took the lead. Junior Nation's going to be standing up pretty jubilantly here in about 10 minutes, and we'll know who's going to be leading, because you can hear the screams from Daytona County in Florida. Is leading lap number 1, we have the 88 car. 3 wide racing here for a position. Dylan Murway getting duped to the outside in the middle of a threesome with the 2 of Jackson Hunter. He was returning from last season. And the 31 of Hot Wheels 44, also returning from season 2. We got a lot of cars trying to either make the inside lane work or the outside lane. But it looks like Dylan is going to get trapped in the middle groove, which is, it's like the sucker roll. You can come down in that groove thinking, hey, you might get some momentum, but otherwise you're just going to get sucked back. Hot Wheels 44 out of nowhere with a big push from the 48 of Nate Sherman. But I think we know who he wants to work with here. Who he may want to work with. Looks like the 48's doing this, just pushing him that far because he wants to get up with his teammate Jacob Tube, who's leading the charge on the far inside lane with Caleb Hoffman behind him. These 2 are seasoned legends. They have been with the Ihop Cup Series since the beginning, when it was named the South Park Cup Series. 3 wide racing already through this field. Dylan Murway has slipped. Looks like he's going to pick up Jonathan Morrison. He slipped from 8th. But in the meantime, lead change is we have Jacob Tube is pulling even with the 88. He's pulling dead even with his teammate. Out of turn 4, looks like he's just going to get that extra boost. after 3 laps, they're starting to become fan out 3 wide. They're starting already fan out 3 wide. Bit of a possible engine concerns on the 5. Marty. Hunter Miller just got in the radio saying the engine temperatures have just shot up like a rocket, and I can't pull. He's obviously telling him just stay in the middle. You don't want to cook the car too early or get in any trouble. Here's what he had to say on the radio a few moments ago. Dude, this engine's rising up bad. I think it's going to blow here in about 10 minutes. It's going to blow in a bit. Alright. Alright, it's 260 now. It's 260 and just rising. Alright, just stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Alright, just stay there. Let me know if you can get to the bottom. That's the kind of situation you don't want to be in as a driver on these restrictor plate races, because there isn't much airflow getting to the car. Because especially since half these guys are pushed right behind these guys, they don't really have much of a choice. They either let off. So far, we've seen a lot of pack racing early on, except for the back. We got a couple 2-car tangos going. 4 and the 3, the 55 and the 14. These guys can let off and swap. But however, if you're any of these guys up front, you can't really do much of anything except unless you're somebody at the front like the 88 who can just come down to the bottom and allow your car to breathe. But at the same time, you gotta be careful when you do the swap, because you don't want to get a little too far to the right and smoker. Got a smoker. Turn 4. And it looks like, yep, it's Hunter Miller. The engine has let go. Oh, we got trouble. Turn behind him. Got a couple cars getting together, the 10 and the 55. As they all slowed up, they were in the middle lane. In the middle lane, everybody checks up. The 42 runs into him. Everybody into the 5. Everyone scatters. Yellow flag is out for the first time this season. The 5 car has blown up. We're done, guys. In front of this pack, and it was like a bomb letting off. Like you said earlier, Wally, you can't. When you're pushing these packs, you gotta be careful how to manage your engine, where you gotta move in these packs, and time runs just right. Otherwise, you're gonna either end up wrecking yourself or wrecking about 15 other guys. Caution flag is out. Here at Daytona. That crazy 3-wide racing was pretty intense for a little bit. Hunter Miller's engine has gone sour. He is out of the car. The 42 is on pit road with the damage. Dave? Derek Lewis just got in the radio saying the radiator front end's knocked in pretty good, guys. Could be at the 7 pretty hard. His crew chief, Chad Johnson, told him, let's look and try to pound the front of the car out. Obviously lose at least a lap here while they try to repair the repair the machine 42, so they can get the car race ready, because that's the last thing they want is to have a radiator issue. Also, you got to worry about if the front splitter is going to be knocked out of whack. Because if you think about it, he was right behind the 42 and didn't expect him to slow up, and fortunately just got into the back of him. And hitting a car, especially like that, when it slows up quickly, can do some damage to your car. So they're gonna honestly make sure you give the splitter a good check. Honestly, pat it down. So they're gonna send the 42 on the way, but unfortunately, their dreams of winning the 500. Their first 500 for Ganassi since Jamie McMurray did it in 2010 in the Sprint Cup Series. Here at Richmond, here at Daytona, I'm sorry. So in the meantime, they're gonna get the restart. First restart of the season, lap 4. Here at Daytona. Pace car peels off. Green flag. Boy, Jake, you got a big push right there from a bit of a boost from the 19 right there. Nate Sherman tries to jump to the bottom with the 15. In the process, leave the 16 with no help as we pick up speed here in turn 1. And some pretty sustainable speed as well. But Jacob Tube's lead may not be for long. As Darnell Matthew has just taken the top spot and almost taking the top spot here at Daytona. As we almost had a big had a wreck off on the backstretch with the 16, the 3, and the 25. They are shoving each other hard. Shoving you hard, shoving you hard. Want to know what it's like to be run around these tracks? Let's listen to go a bit of an inside look. At Nate Sherman in the spotter, Earl Barvin for the 48, driving spot in the 48 car. Inside, 19's pushing you hard, baby. 19's pushing you hard, pushing you hard, pushing you hard, pretty good. They're still there, still there, still there, still there, still on you, still on you. You can move up or take the bottom, move up or take the bottom. Move up, still there, still there. 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 There. Clear. Clear. Nice job. Put it in cruise control if you want to, baby. Want to, dog? You got him, and you got him good. Just get into a rhythm. Just get into a rhythm here, dog. Get into a good rhythm. You see how he's blocking, try to get the top to the bottom, and to the top, you just see the 15 get sucked up onto his bumper again. Bumper, at the same time, you gotta be pretty careful of how you suck up to these cars, because you don't know if they're gonna move high, move low, move in the middle. "15 gets pushed clear of this mess. Stay high, stay high, stay high, stay high. Come on. Come on. Still there. Still there. Still there. One up top. Got one up top. Got a bit of a... Remember that second pack that was kind of forming earlier in the race? It has been unified as one. And they are 3 by 3 right now through this field. They don't know what's gonna give, or who's gonna spin, or who's gonna choke. Because at any moment, one wrong slip, and bam, 15, 20 cars get taken out. He's still there on him, surprisingly. He's gonna try to change lanes. They're in the middle. 48 goes top. Let's try to listen to the radio of the 15 of Darrell Matthew, communicating radio frequencies to the 48 of Nate Sherman. Alright, once we got a spot, we got to get the hell out of here, because they're right on you. Just stay there. Stay up top. Come on, get to the bottom, get to the bottom. Follow me, follow me. Alright, man, follow me. Keep there, keep on me. Keep on me. Alright, I'll go up and get 24. You just stay right there. Just stay there, stay there. Alright, alright. You got the 19, you're in the middle. You're in the middle. Middle of a 3 wide situation. Hold it steady, keep it steady. Keep it steady, bud. Keep it good and steady. Good and steady, that's what you need. 7 laps have been put on the board here at Daytona, as they are 3 by 3 through this field. How about Hunter Rizzoni getting a push to the top spot? I mean, I'm surprised they haven't wrecked yet. If they wreck, they haven't been waiting this long to wreck. They're just missing a hell of an opportunity to just wad them up right now. This is Jacob Tube, radioing to his spotter, Crew Chief Alan Gustafson. His Crew Chief Alan Gustafson reporting his spotter A to Hunt about where to go and who to be with. Hey Eddie, you watching who's going with who? Because they're getting pretty antsy and I don't want our car getting any damage. Get with the 48. He's got a pretty fast car. Just tell him to lock on to the 48, bud. You heard it there. Get onto the 48. 8's bumper there, buddy. Do I see his rookie up there? Rookie teammate Noah Spalding getting a big push on the inside lane. He's pushing the 3 pretty hard. They're just shoving each other. 6 to go when we get to the line here. If they just wreck them all right here, I wonder how many cars are going to get in it. Dylan Murway up the inside, 3 wide for the top spot. Dylan Murway, the defending winner of the 500. He was presented his car earlier this afternoon. Look at that. They are 3 wide all the way through this pack. Hell, they might be itching to be 4 wide right now. Oh, there's some contact there. Looks like Caleb Hoffman, Blake Dillon, Zoix Moon Let's see Zoic's Moon. Obviously, she's pretty frustrated. They're about to wreck pretty hard here. Get me out of here. Getting a little late for that now. You got your teammate right there. You're good, bud. You're good. Good, Zoe. Just stay there. Stay in the middle. Hopefully things will settle out down here. Hopefully things will settle. Whoa, here we go. Oh no, this could be big. There's been a lot of positions changing here in the last few laps. 5. We're going to be 5 to go. Oh, this is the kind of racing fans love to see right here. Jonathan Morrison putting the 3 out front at Daytona. Listen to the crowd. Shoving you hard. 6 shoving you pretty good, bud. Good, just stay on the bottom. Stay on the bottom. You got the 21. Hopefully something will happen to this 25 up here, and we'll try to get something out of this. Tighten it. 3 wide racing. Derek Lewis, he's a lap down, but if we get a caution here, this is getting pretty frisky right now. Oh, they're beating, they're banging, bumping and grinding. Oh, look out! Oh. Oh, look out, look out, look out, look out. Oh. Look out, go low, 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 go low. Oh, come on, everyone stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. Go low, go low, go low, go low, go low. Caution has come out. And these drivers get a breathe. Either with 5 laps to go as the 25 spins after contact with the 21. I'm telling you, for how many of these 3 guys up front, I'm just counting my blessings right now. Whew. Man, that was intense right there. Darnell Matthew was the other driver involved. I thought we were just gonna have the big one right there. You have no idea how lucky we all got. The 15 is one of the cars with damage. I'm telling you, the 22 obviously jammed on the brakes to avoid creaming the back end of the 25 car. We get to 9 to go. We're obviously going to restart this race with 4 to go here once we sort out the running order. That's intensity right there. Chevrolet Cup Series out. He is still driving this thing. I don't know. He did try to crank it up a little bit. '31 car may have a tire rub, so he's pitting. Right here. But so far it looks like it could be see the 15 take his car to the garage. Would you consider this the calm for the storm there, Alan? No. Oh yeah. Things are gonna get real intense right here on this restart. You're gonna see a lot Yeah. Who y'all got? Who you got in there? How about Isaiah Johnson running the 21 car this year for the historic Wood Brothers? He's just kept his car clean. He's just been in the right spot, changing from the top to the bottom. He just knows how to get around this place. Who knows? He might be a factor before this day's over. The 25 car is obviously going to be brought to the. Gonna not finish this race because of all the damage he's received to the nose. O's right there. So we've settled it. Ihop restart. Here's some pretty interesting Here's some radio communication between Jonathan Morrison and his crew spotter Andy Houston. All right, Andy, where are my teammates at? Most of them had problems today, bud. So it's just gonna be you. 20. What's my row look like? You got the 3, 21, 41, and the 6. So you got 2 Fords and 2 Chevys. Got 2 Fords and a Chevy and a Toyota in your row. What's the 48's row look like? All Chevys, bud. You're gonna have to drive your heart out. You're gonna have to drive it hard. 4 laps to settle it. Do we see the big one? Let's find out. Green flag back into the air here at Daytona. No push, no push, no push. 21's jamming up the tires right here. I was telling you, man, the 821's gonna blow this thing here. No help, no help, no help, no help. You got 48 Ford and 24 hooked up here. I swear to God, that 88 car is gonna friggin'. That 21's probably just itching for a wreck right now. They're beating and banging behind them. I'm telling you, this could be one of those kinds of restarts. And trouble, turn 1, 3 cars hard on the wall behind them. Looks like, oh, this might get ugly here. This is gonna, oh God. Oh my God, they're crashing everywhere, boys. Big crash behind you. Oh, look at that. Nowhere to go for Caleb Hoffman. His cars slide to the bottom of the racetrack. Look at them just get racked up in this mess. And the caution flag has come out from, and you guessed it, it was big. Oh yeah. You guessed it, it was big. Here on the backstretch, look at that. Caleb Hoffman with a lot of damage to that 19 car. And the 18's pretty lucky he didn't get worse damage than he could have got. You got the 2 involved, the 10. The 18 just lit up his tires right there. Slid up. And, yep. The 21 is also caught up in this wreck. You guessed it. We might be seeing some pretty intense stuff on this restart. Peyton Beasley, one of the favorites to win this race. Paula Moon in the 88. Obviously, one of the favorites. He was the pole sitter to win this thing, by the way. Is done. Caleb Hoffman hasn't gotten the winner net down. That is not good. 41 right there is on fire. It's gone out. So in other words, a pretty hard crash here as get to the late stages of this race. Looks like Zoex Moon is checking damage to her car. In a way, someone's lucky they didn't go over right there. As the 41 came off the wall, he just gets clobbered by Caleb Hoffman going about 190. So you can see why he's got the win in it now. Hadn't got the win in it down yet. You alright, bud? That hurt. I'm fine. That hurt. That hit hurt, though. Everyone else alright? How many cars is that? Yeah. Damn. So overall, Blake Dillon with some pretty heavy damage. He got, unfortunately, snared up in this accident. Going to the garage. Jackson Hunter going to the garage as well. So is Isaiah Johnson. Xavier Sandreska is driving 16 this year, by the way. Peyton Beasley, Caleb Hoffman, and Xavier Moon. So these were the cars. So 10 cars got snared up in that big one. A couple more looked like the 20 might have been checking for damage. So it was overall a 10-car accident here. All because the 21 brake checked a good chunk of the field. The 18 obviously is Goods, so he's going to try to reclaim his spot. But look at how tight some of this racing can get here on this restart. Cars are just destroyed, so you see Caleb Hoffman waving to the crowd, but we're going to end it. He did sit down. That's not good. He sat down on the car trying to get his breath back. That's not good. So, how about this? When we get the green here, it'll be 2 laps left in scheduled distance. What do you think drivers will do? Wally? Who do you got? Well, the wreck took out a lot of good names, so I'm looking at somebody like Dylan Jacobs in the 83. He's quietly been working in the second pack. How about, look at that. How about Xavier Sandreska driving the 16 this season for Jack Roush? Roush, he could be a factor before this thing's over. He's got a lot of motor. He could push the 83 up to the front here, provided there isn't any more carnage here, as we are going to restart with 2 to go. But Nate Sherman, so far, him and Jacob Tube have been the dominant cars of the day, with Dylan Murway, Jonathan Morrison, and Xavier Moon trading the lead a few times in this race. As you can tell, Caleb Hoffman, after that very scary blow that he gave to Nicholas Lopez, he took a pretty hard shot if you think about it. He is being taken to a nearby hospital where he will be checked for further evaluation. But anyways, we got a race to settle. 2 laps left in the scheduled distance of the Daytona 500 to settle it. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. They're getting pretty hard. 16 sold the 83 out. Bye-bye, Dylan Jacobs. Here we go. 4 cars to settle it at the front. Jacob Tubin, Nate Sherman, Dylan Murway, Jonathan Morrison. But how about Zach Speed and Matthew Powell as well? hell trying to force their way up through this pack right now. They're getting ready to wreck right here. I can already tell they're beating and banging them up. Bang them up, boys. Do they take the white here? Oh, trouble. Behind them looks like Menards Cup Series. Dylan Jacobs. This is back in turn 4. The caution is out, which means unclear. Did the leader take the white before the yellow came out? Well, that was stupid. Well, Menards Cup, that's how 27 feels about this accident. So that is snared 3 or 4 cars. And, well, I guess you could say we're gonna be going to overtime for the first time this season in the Daytona 500. Things might get intense here. Basically, it looked like the 27 was trying to get up in line. Ooh, pretty hard shot right there. So, a total of 3 cars get involved in damage. All 3 of them, 2 of them are able to continue. And 33 is not. Oh, I am so excited for this green-white checkered. Before we begin, let's review the green-white checkered rules this season. 3 attempts at all tracks, regardless. 3 green-white checkers at all attempts at all tracks. Three attempts at a green-white checkered. If the leader takes the white, the next flag will end the race. If there is a caution before the leader takes the white, we will line them up and do it again. Pretty simple rules. 3 attempts, regardless of whatever track we race on, super speedway, short track, intermediate, or road course. It don't matter. Not like anybody gives a fuck anyway. It don't matter. But anyways, here we go. Things are gonna be big. Green flag. Jacob Tube and Nate Sherman with a big shove. To get away from the 4 and the 3. I don't think the 3 got going, so he couldn't get to the 4 as quick as he would have. A lot of shuffling here at the front. Down the back straightaway here. I can tell they're itching a wreck right here now. They're just beating and they're slamming into each other. Things are getting pretty intense as they are already 3 wide through this field. It's a 4-car, 2-car tango, 2-car tandem racing for all you people at home. Jacob Tube with a shove from the 24. Here we come. White flag in the air at Daytona. This race is official, whether it's a caution or the checker. That happens. That happens now. Whoa, they're getting antsy. Saw the 11 and the 18 just make a bold move to the inside. They're getting all they can here, but can they try to stop the 48 and the 24? 4 and 3. Here we go, down the backstretch. 8 cars to settle it. Well, I'm sorry, 10 cars. Cars to settle it. They're getting ready. I can tell they're getting ready to wad them up. How about Joshua Lean match? He getting a big shove from the 11. He locks on. He is there. On the bumper to the 8. Oh, they're stacking up. They're stacking up. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're wrecking. All over. They're crashing. Multiple cars wrecking at the back. Oh, it's over. Can Jonathan Morrison get there? He looks low. Dylan Murray is there, but at the line, it's Nate Sherman winning the Daytona 500. Oh. We got a lot of cars involved in this wreck. Everyone just kept rushing in. Oh, there's some pretty nasty shots in this wreck. Wow. Only 5 cars survived that last lap pile-up. As you see Jacob Tube end up in the grass. Parts and pieces are just littered. You are my hero! Wow! Yeah, boys! You just knew Jacob Tube got separate from the 48 because the 18 was just pushing them, just working them up. And a lot of cars. That ended today's race here at Daytona with some heavily damaged cars. A lot of cars are smoking here. This is a big. Oh my God! Look at the 42. Derek Lewis is out of his car. Jacob Tube did slide across the finish line after getting hit. No idea where he's gonna fall in running order. He wrecked pretty hard. You guessed it, Nate Sherman is going to go to Victory Lane this afternoon and claim the Harley J. Earl Trophy. They were just wrecking, getting pretty antsy at the back. Jacob Duke does have the window net down. In total, these are all the drivers involved in this horrible wreck. This wreck here on the last lap. So 4, 8, 12, 20 of the 23 cars that were running at the end of this race were in that wreck. Now it's going to be pretty hard to figure out who was where. 16 and 22 did sustain damage, but however, they were able to drive away. Now it's the process of figuring out where the rest of the cars are going to go. Nasce buena para. You don't really know. You only live once. That's the motto, nigga. Yellow. This is unofficial yet. Unofficial at the moment. But Nate Sherman is your Daytona 500 champ. In a race that saw lots of beating and banging and bumping and grinding. In the end, it was a safe Daytona 500. One of the safest after some pretty scary wrecks. See, Nate Sherman, he is in first. Good run for a lot of guys. Eminem's Cup Series with a 10th place run. Good run for him. Matthew Powell, 14th. Jacob Tube unofficially after that last lap accident is 15th, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be different from your newspaper. Oh, never mind. He scored 20th. 15th is Grayson Alcevedo. 16th is Jessica Shelton returning from season 1. So 2 girl drivers in this field. Derek Lewis, 18th. Jacob Tube, one of the drivers that led the most laps this afternoon in the 500. Part of that last lap crash and that last lap mayhem. He has scored 20th. Hunter Rizzoni, 25th. Blake Dillon, 27th. Xavier Moon, the pole sitter, ended up 28th. Word from Caleb Hoffman, he as soon as he got to the hospital, he was talking. He'll be released later tonight. Just a little sore after the accident. They took him there as a precaution after this massive hit that lifted the 41 car up on its side. And then the rest of the pack. Rookie Chevrolet Cup Series ends up 31st, and then 32nd, and then the rest of the field goes as follows. With, you guessed it, Hunter Miller in 34th. Well, it's been fun in a safe Daytona 500. Been fun for NBC and TNT bringing you Speed Weeks, but unfortunately, we got to turn the keys over to the Fox boys. Next time you can see NBC coverage will be at Pocono this year, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, live on NBC. Fox will be taking over at Vegas. We'll see you then. We'll see you in a few months, boys. It's been a fun race.